Hello and a very warm welcome to yet another fascinating edition of the program, CSE Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. My name is Rashid Mahi. Compliments of the season, and here is wishing you a happy 2026. And coming up, CSE clinches two Sabicom Awards. We review CSE's 2025 activities and achievements. Plus, FEBSGA 2025, RGCAC welcomes back CSE contingent. We will be right back.
Section 41, subsection 7 of the Company and Allied Matters Act. Categorically, the law says the Commission may withdraw, cancel, or revoke a certificate of incorporation issued under this Act where it is discovered that the certificate was fraudulently, unlawfully, or improperly procured. We know if you receive a complaint, we are duty bound as a regulator to investigate such complaint, and if we found that this registration has been improperly procured or obtained fraudulently, the law gave us the power to cancel such registration, cancel the registration. That's what we're doing.
Welcome back, and let's begin with a moment of glory for the CSE. The Registrar General, CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, fellow Chartered Institute of Secretaries and Administrators, has restated his commitment to ensuring effective service delivery. The Registrar General stated this when he received the Sabicom Compact with Nigerians Sabicom Special Recognition Award in his office. The award, earlier given to the Commission at the 2025 Sabicom MDAs Awards, held on 17th December 2025 in Abuja, was presented to the Registrar General by the Director of Customer Service, Julius Demma Anga, in the company of CSE Sabicom Nodal Officer Yakubu Umaru Sambele. According to the Sabicom, the award was given in recognition of CSE's sustained drive towards connecting government to citizens and touching lives through quality service delivery in Nigeria. And in a related development, the CSE Sabicom officer, Yakubu Umaru Sambele, was also presented with an award of excellence as the third best performing nodal officer, Parastatals Team A, during the awards ceremony. Sabicom says it would continue to count on the Commission's inspiring drive and commitment as it strives to provide satisfactory services to all citizens in Nigeria. And we say congratulations to the CSE. And moving on to another moment of glory, the Registrar General CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has been presented with the 9 medals won by the CSE contingent at the just concluded 2025 Federation of Public Service Games, FEBSGA, held in Adamawa. Hussein Ishaq Magaji, while receiving the medals, commended the team for its impressive performance and pledged to continue to prioritize sports development in the Commission. He therefore charged the committee to continue to work hard and to explore more talented athletes in the Commission with a view to participating in the future competitions. Speaking earlier, the acting chairman of the Sports Committee, Nkechi Osakwe, in the company of members and some medalists, described the performance of Team CSE as encouraging and one of the best outings recorded in FEBSGA events. She further revealed that the Commission won 1 gold medal, 3 silver, and 5 bronze medals during the fiesta. CSE Weekly reports that medal areas for the Commission include badminton, lawn tennis, Scrabble, march past conduct, sport management, and media support during the event held in Yola, Adamawa State between 8th and 16th December 2025. What a wonderful performance there by Team CSE, and we say congratulations. And it's now time to cross over to our interview segment to take a look at the Commission's activities and achievements in the preceding year, 2025. To do justice to the topic is no other person than the Registrar General and Chief Executive Officer of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Sit back, relax, and enjoy watching.
Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria and the Registrar General of the CAC. Many, many thanks for joining us at the beginning of the year, and happy 2026.
Thank you very much, Madina, for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir. All right. 2025 was a very busy year for the Commission in terms of activities and reforms and all of that. But talk us through some of the profound achievements that you have made in 2025.
2025, on our own part in CAC, we recorded some tremendous successes in 2025. Starting from, we didn't just digitize the Corporate Affairs Commission, we made it intelligent. Why did I say so? We launched Intelligent Company Registration Portal in 2025. We call it ICRP. And by doing so, we introduced AI-assisted reservation model. You make reservation by way of AI. It's AI-driven entirely. And equally, by launching the new portal, we have reduced the human interference in our operations, eliminating discretion. This is part of achievement of introducing that Intelligent Company Registration Portal. And that is our achievement in 2025. That's one part. And secondly, it is also our achievement in 2025 that now in Nigeria, you can't operate in Nigerian economy anonymously. I mean, you cannot operate anonymously.
Okay, why?
In Nigeria, unlike before. Recall that we force and compel the POS operators to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Before, you will operate business in Nigeria, such as POS, that's financial transaction, and nobody knows you in the system. If anything happens, no data to fall back and see who are the people behind that particular POS terminal. So now you must register with CAC. It means the economic setting of the government has information about who operates such businesses. That's one. And we improve in our beneficial ownership register. In CAC, we have a regulation called Person with Significant Control Rules. On that, we enforce any company in Nigeria, they must disclose the identity behind the ownership, or they must disclose the ownership of that company. The ultimate people behind that company. If it is a company limited by guarantee, person with 5% voting rights, if whatever, you must disclose the identity of such company. And we have a register here placed in the Corporate Affairs Commission. So we strengthened the implementation of our beneficial ownership register. And as equally, we have achieved integration, understanding with NIPS, like Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, and we have achieved integration with the police, we have achieved integration with the EFCC, we have achieved integration with the Independent Corrupt Parties and other, even NDLA and other security agencies. These are part of our achievement in that respect. And equally, we have, as our achievement in 2023, we ensure that we have given people a trusted registry. The investors now, they are more confident in investing in Nigeria because they have a trusted registry. What do I mean? Recall that in the last year, 2025, we made publication of removing over 248 companies from our register. These are companies made their own way within our system, not properly captured in our system, but they operate as legitimate companies in Nigeria. They file annual returns and other things, but they are not actually captured in our portal. And when you make searches, you see them active in our portal. But we identify them, we remove them, we publish their names in the national dailies, disclaiming these companies from operation. And these are companies actually operating businesses in Nigeria. And we handed over their information to the security agency for further investigations. This enough gave investors, confidence on the kind of register we host in the Corporate Affairs Commission. And we equally improve on our internal mechanism, internal dispute resolution mechanism. Investors found it, confident to come over and invoke some of our provisions of the law to settle their dispute. And we achieved a lot. This is part of our achievements. And equally, in terms of MSME's intervention, last year in 2025, CAC gifted 250,000 free registration to the Nigerian youths. We did it in collaboration with SMEDAN. People are consuming such registration, such gift through SMEDAN after getting some training and other things. But CAC gifted, the value of such kind of intervention is over 7 billion naira. And we gifted to the system. This is part of my achievement in 2025. And equally, in terms of revenue generation, I have, portfolio as a ×4 of our revenue. I met the revenue of the commission in such number that I can call it ×4 of what we used to generate in the commission. We recorded a number that we have never recorded such kind of number before.
What exactly is the number?
While we are waiting for audited report,
Okay.
audited financial statement for me to quote the exact number. But what I can tell you, categorical statement, is we made 4 times of the revenue that we used to generate in 2025. And
Okay.
it has never happened in the history of the Corporate Affairs Commission, 35 years old now.
Okay.
And equally, what I did, I re-energized the people running the system. What am I? That is the welfare to my staff. In 2025, I improved the salary of the CAC staff with the 40% increment. And equally, I exposed them to local and international training. We have a huge number, very high number that participated in the international training. And virtually all my staff had undergone local training in 2025. Equally, we make sure we have conducted a transparent examination for them, for the career progression and the rest. As it is today, no one is owing, and we are not, commission is not owing any exited staff a kobo. And as of today, no pending staff claims before my table. We have cleared all the pending claims of my staff.
Okay.
So these are part of what we achieved in the year 2025.
I also know that at the end of, towards the end of 2025, there was an announcement that, staff will write exams, promotional, exams. I know that has been carried out. Has the promotion been done? I know the exam was done in December 1st, 2nd week. Yes. Has the promotion been done?
We did the exam. We started in December and we concluded the exercise, and all the staff that have been promoted, The one that are still requiring a board approval is still within the board for them to approve, but we have finished the exercise.
Okay. I also know that in 2025, Nigeria existed the, the money laundering, index, and that's thanks to the beneficial ownership, transparency, initiative. How much effort did the commission put in that regard? Well,
commission has been one of the major pillar, in achieving for Nigerian government to achieve such kind of feat. It is because of our ability to implement the component parts that the FATF expecting us to meet up. We have come up with our KAMA, the laws, and we have operationalized our beneficial ownership register. So commission has been a major player and a key one in ensuring that the government has been delisted from the FATF grey list. And it's something that worth celebration in the commission, because without us, the Nigerian government wouldn't have achieved such a stride. And it's one of our successes that we have recorded in the year 2025. We're getting Nigeria removed from the FATF grey list.
Okay, before we go to your plans in 2026, let's look at the stakeholders themselves, the people who these services are meant for. How happy are they today? What is the reaction that you get from your stakeholders?
No,
Your
certainly
customers, Nigerians, yeah.
it is a mixed reaction.
Okay.
It is a mixed reaction because, 2025 is a transitional period in the commission because we have moved from the mere digital services to intelligence service delivery. So deployment of that intelligent aspect, it caused a lot of, disagreement, the services and people, we experience a lot of disruption in our service delivery. And our stakeholders have been carried along. They are aware of anytime if there is, technology changing, it comes with disruption. And please, and we have make it out that this deployment, it will come in phases. And we have just experienced a first phase. That's the reason why we delayed the remaining phases. Because banking from the experience and what we are witnessing and the feedback of the stakeholders, that what led us to take our time now to be thorough and engage further before deployment of any phases. People are happy that now reservations of name is cost effective because unlike before, where you pay before you look for the name. If you fail, you have to pay again to get this one. Now you have to secure the name before you pay. Okay, it's cost effective from the end of our customers.
So let's go to 2026. 2026 is a pre-election year. So many activities will be happening, especially campaigns. The government will be looking for agencies that have excelled, to use as their campaign, strategy and all of that. But talk us through what exactly does the commission under your leadership wants to achieve in 2026? The tax reform has also come into effect. You said some people are already running away from being a business owner to a limited liability company. So you're going to have more surge in 2026, more people coming into the fold.
Yes. We've been partner to all the government institutions like Nigeria Revenue Service. Nigeria Revenue Service, they're taxing companies, entities, and they're taxing individuals because they are tax collectors. And they tax based on the data in the Corporate Affairs Commission register. So that collaboration is key. And we are the one providing the tax ID. As you register with us, you get your tax ID. And tax ID covers your NIN, your BVN, your whatever, you are now tax ID. So tax ID comes from the Corporate Affairs Commission. You see how Herculean tax on us on this one. So 2026 is going to be a continuation of our reform. We have just started making our services intelligent. So we have the duty now to complete the process. We just did a first phase. So expect in 2026, opportunity. Customers, they don't need to, expect human response to solve their problems in the commission. We are determined to make our customer service AI-driven, entirely AI-driven. We'll give you opportunity to chat with the AI. If it is beyond AI, it will direct you to where it is appropriate without, passing through a particular human being who will escalate it to this, So we are determined to provide such services at ease. And beyond that, even the compliance check. People now identify issues with their companies. They will now write to us, we'll write to the compliance. Because it's something that has to do with discretion. Because if you go to the compliance, someone will now say, this is how I view this thing. In line of the provisions of the law. This is how he's going to recommend. And a particular individual, his own understanding of the law, you say, is different. So we are now trying to make the team, the institution in such a way that it can give you a precision in decision. So it is only AI can do such kind of services for us. And we are determined to provide such services in 2026.
Are you in any way saying 2026 will witness a full deployment of the AI?
That is our plan and the deployment. And equally, in collaboration with the presidency, we have a plan to fully intervene in MSMEs development. See how we can intervene and give Nigerians free registration in high number, bigger than the number we did in 2025.
Okay. Registrar General, as we wind down, what is your message for Nigerians?
Nigerians, please, they should exercise patience with this government. We're doing a lot of things now that we're experiencing, reform in our economic reform. Now we are witnessing a tax reform. Nothing new change. It's just that it's now so open to accommodate everybody. And we in the Corporate Affairs Commission, we are ready to see how we can caution such kind of reform to you people by way of intervening in giving free registration and facilitating businesses to you. So, and out of a wisdom, the act exempt many of you who has a low turnover of 50 million or thereabout in paying taxes now. So CAC will come over, because if you are operating individually now, still personal income terms will come over you. But when you are now as a company, you have a tax holiday. If you are now have, transaction below so particular amount now. So CAC will now still come over to give you this at the platter of gold free in collaboration with the presidency. As we did in 2025, which is 250, we are praying to do up to 1 million this year, 2026.
All right. I know 2026 will be a very defining year for the Commission. Registrar General, thank you very much indeed, sir, for your time.
Thank you very much.
What an insightful segment there with the RG. And now take a look at this message on the importance of the PSC filing straight from the Registrar General's desk.
You know that it is now mandatory by law for companies to declare all persons with significant control of ownership of company to the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. Listen to the Registrar General of the CAC.
By the extant regulation in Nigeria, the identity of the person behind any company must be disclosed.
By virtue of Section 119 and 791 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act of 2020 and the Person with Significant Control Regulations of 2022, the law aims to enhance transparency in corporate ownership across Nigeria.
Any person or any individual with ultimate power or with 5% interest holding must disclose his identity.
Under this law, any company that fails to disclose the beneficial owner of its company or the ultimate person in the company who has influence either directly or indirectly, or the person with 5% shareholding and above or voting rights may face serious consequences.
The law required that any person who assumed that position must disclose that position to that company within 7 days. And the company must communicate same and file same to the Corporate Affairs Commission within 30 days.
The identity of the beneficial owner must be a name of a natural person. Failure to comply attracts daily penalties imposed by law.
If it is a natural person, it attracts 5,000 daily from the date of breach. But if it is unnatural person, it requires 10,000 from the day of the breach to the day of compliance, and it also attracts administrative penalties by the Corporate Affairs Commission.
The CAC reserves the right to refuse to receive any filings from any non-compliant company or even to list the company from its register. For more details, check the Person with Significant Control website at bor.cac.gov.ng or visit the Corporate Affairs Commission's official website at www.cac.gov.ng. CAC, committed to prompt and efficient service.
Such a lovely delivery there by the RG. And now, do you know that by the provisions of Section 421, subsection 1 of CAMA 2020, the annual return of a company limited by shares or guarantee or unlimited shall be completed, signed, and delivered to the Corporate Affairs Commission not later than 42 days after the annual general meeting for the year. So have you updated your records for the CAC? We say, well done if you have, and you have yet to do that. Please hurry now to www.cac.gov.ng to file your return to avoid being struck off. The CAC remains committed to working hard to provide prompt and efficient service to customers in line with global best practices. And that does it for this week's edition of the program, CAC Weekly. We hope you enjoyed watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and helpline. On Instagram, the address is Corporate Affairs Commission, and on Facebook, the address is Corporate Affairs Commission. And on X, formerly Twitter, the address is @CAC Nigeria 1. And the email service still remains cservice@csc.gov.ng. And the website address also remains unchanged. It is www.csc.gov.ng. And the call center number remains 070-80629000. Do join us next week for another interesting edition of the program, same time, same station. And from me, Rashid Mahe, and the whole team, it's bye for now, and Happy New Year once again.